My lord, Badorum stammered. Our scanners were jammed. We had no
Excuses.
sniffed Augustin.
I have a mind to see you relieved of duties.
I don't think you can do that, said Verus Caspian. Household is a different chain of command to the Legion, and
Close your mouth, Verus.
Augustin spat over his shoulder.
This is wartime. Wartime rules apply.
First Master, the fault was most surely ours, said Dracos Gorod, commander of the Invictus Guard. His voice surged out through the Vox unit of his massive warhelm. His armor stained with blood, Guilliman's blood. He had been one of the men who had carried the Primarch to the Medicae hub as soon as the High Chamber doors had been breached.
He dismissed you, Gorod.
Augustin laughed.
He said he could do without you.
I make no excuses, said Gorod. We have insisted. We should have vetted the visitor list, no matter who they seem to be. Dracos Gorod served as a member of the Ultramarines Legion during the Great Crusade and Horus Heresy. Fief commander of his Primarch Suzerain Invictus bodyguards, as the most senior protector of the Lord of Ultramar, Gorod shouldered among the greatest burdens of any Astartes during the era of the Civil War. Humbled by the Alpha Legion's attempts on his liege's life within the empire of Imperium Secundus, Gorod felt great shame for his failure to protect Guilliman, much to the rebuke of the Space Wolf, Fafnir Bloodbroder, seconded to monitor the Legion for corruption. Bristling at the rout's insistence to accompany his Primarch alongside his own Invictus Guard, Dracos alongside his lieutenant, Maglios, were quick to seek reprisal against the Lion of Caliban during his efforts to enact martial law upon Macragge, with the escape of his prisoner, Conrad Kurz. Rallying all Ultramarines' forces to prepare for the onslaught of the Night Haunter, Gorod undertook countermeasures to evade the Mad Primarch's rampages, as Guilliman and the Lion attempted to capture their mad brother. Receiving word of the assumed deaths of both Primarchs when pursuing the Night Haunter within the Chapel of Memorial, Gorod endured the shame of his failure as he confessed his sins to Centurion Librarian Titus Praeto. Relieving Gorod of his shame by imparting knowledge that his psychic senses had not found reason to assume any Primarchs had been slain, alongside the wounded master of the Dreadwing, Tharif Redloss of the First Legion, Dracos ventured to find their masters. Capturing the renegade wordbearer, Barfuza Narek, found by the side of the slain Salamander's Primarch, Vulcan. Though the Lion, Guilliman, and Kurz would be found, the duties of the Fief commander continued to be exacerbated. Joining his Primarch during the combined venture of the 1st, 9th, and 13th Legion to the world of Darwin. Aboard the Voidcraft Samothrace, the Ultramarines combated the corrupted Iron Hand's vessel, the Veritas Ferrum. Protecting Guilliman from several attempted assassinations, Gorod and his men slew many Wordbearers Astartes and demonic entities. Destroying the Athame daggers seized from his campaigns and stored within his personal armorium, Guilliman rendered them into dust rather than allow such weapons of evil to exist. Finding upon his master having torn rents into his quarter's decks to destroy the daggers, Gorod aided his Primarch's descent onto the surface of Darwin to find a means of reaching Holy Terror. Successful in their pursuit of a means to traverse Sanguinius and his Blood Angels through the tides of the Ruin Storm, Dracus' last acts made to the Imperium are unknown following the events of the Second Battle of Darwin.